Listen, bases loaded, bottom of the ninth. I want to drop this video because I really feel like it's important to understand that you have to have time to really sit back and have empathy. With that being said, I don't really do consultations every day. Sometimes I might do consultations every other month because you have to have time to sit back and listen. I'm the type of person, if I earn $1, I need to earn the dollar. I'm not just gonna collect money if I'm not committed to something, if that makes sense. You guys have to understand, don't let people waste your time with sad sob stories. 9 out of 10, when it comes to dating in general, most people who date are selfish. They're in it for self, but they act like they have your back. This is why a lot of people in a dating game are getting hurt. They're getting hurt daily. They're getting hurt monthly. They're getting hurt annually. You know why? Because when it's all said and done, they're selfish. And the person that they're dating, they're selfish too. Now, everybody want to talk about a narcissist. That word does not exist. That is a man-made word. There is no such thing as a narcissist. Somebody call me a narcissist. I can't be a narcissist. I have a dog. I take care of a dog. When it's all said and done, that is my priority. Don't be mad because my dog holds more priority to you. And I'm gonna say this again. A lot of people, they might be hating on my dog because my dog has more priority than them. I'm just gonna be 100% honest. But when it comes to a selfish person, 9 out of 10, selfish people will always link up. Like attracts like. And I'm gonna say this again. Like attracts like. So if a woman says, listen, my last man was a narcissist, 9 out of 10, that's what she is. People don't want to stop and think. 9 out of 10 people will say, oh, my last ex was, they were the type to manipulate. They manipulate too. Like attracts like. When it's all said and done, when you go on a generational run, I can't play with this video. When you go on a generational run, you don't have time to waste. When it's all said and done, I'm focused with my life. So this year, I don't have time to waste. I'm not gonna be in a woman's face. I'm not harassing women. I'm not asking for phone numbers because I don't have time to waste. So if I don't have time to waste, guess what? A woman can't waste my time. Now, I'm gonna share this because this is very important. A woman came through my email and I thought it was kind of strange because even though I had a lot of emails, I even did consultations with women before. This woman proceeded to send me videos. When it's all said and done, that's the bait. 9 out of 10, if you don't fall for the bait in life, people can't take advantage of you. Let me tell you guys something. I can help you put an end to all female problems. And you're probably thinking, Mr. Keep It Simple, hurry up and spill the beans. Let me open the bag first. The beans are now on the floor. So I'm ready to spill the beans. I'm ready to tell it all. 48 hours, I know what's going on. Let it breathe. When it comes to a woman, some women are crossing their fingers that you fall for their lust. 1%. That's a cry of desperation. They don't even hope that you go all the way. They hope that there's just a 1% chance of you lusting. When it's all said and done, take away that 1% chance of lust. And guess what? Now you see her as a person that is trying to manipulate you by sending a video. Now you see her as a person that's trying to manipulate you by sending a backshot selfie. When it's all said and done, if a woman sends you a selfie and she is sending you a selfie and the selfie is facing the mirror and she is showing you nothing but cheeks, and like they say in the UK, if she's being cheeky, when it's all said and done, she doesn't care about you. A lot of guys, they get provocative pictures, they get provocative videos, and they feel like, oh man, I'm the man. You're not the man. If you were the man, she wouldn't send you that. If you were really the boss, she will cover herself up. 9 out of 10, and it goes both ways. But when it's all said and done, I'm talking to all men. This is how you never have problems with women. Stop lusting after them. Let me tell you guys something. It took me 5 years to really shut down all thoughts of lust. It literally took me 5 years. I could say like I am I just arrived. I am at the pinnacle of my strength. Last year, I wasn't here. When it's all said and done, I just arrived. And when I mean I just arrived, I literally just arrived. So it feels good to make it to the 5th year, not just with YouTube, but also with my strength. And I want to talk about POS, and this is a position of strength. When you are in a position of strength, you can see a woman for who she is on the surface. You can see her in RT, and I'm not talking about a Hellcat, because she's not a Hellcat, she's an RT. You can see her in real time. She really doesn't have that engine whine. She doesn't have that. She doesn't have it. She's an RT. So you got to see her in real time. Once you see a woman in real time, most women are selfish. Not all, but a lot of women that are running around here dating and procreating and the baby father skating, when it's all said and done, she loved that man. See, people could talk about baby fathers and whatever, the first father, the second father, the third father. Who knows? Maury, you are not the father. When it's all said and done, when you're the new guy, somebody left a comment and it said, a guy was taking care of this woman and she kept going back to the father of the child and she kept getting, you feel me, piped up, YouTube friendly. When it's all said and done, the guy is not thinking long term. The guy cannot see the woman for who she is. If a woman procreates with a man, that's her first round draft pick. So if she talks bad about him, she's talking bad about herself. See, you guys have to understand, if I helped single mothers in the past, I did it for the kids. I didn't really do it for the mother. I did it for the kids because I was born into a broken home. So the fact that I was born into a broken home, when I see kids, I'm like, you know what? They don't deserve what their mother is doing. They don't deserve what the father is doing, because most two selfish people will literally treat each other bad. You feel me? They will only think about themselves. They'll think about their next relationship. They don't think about the destruction of a child. You guys have to understand, when it's all said and done, you can get to know if a woman is selfish just by her mindset, just by her conversation. Listen, don't text, don't send voice notes. Pick up the phone. A lot of people do not pick up the phone. If you pick up the phone and you talk to a woman, you're going to realize listen, in this generation, this is the best generation to really see who was made for the long term. Most people can't talk over 10 minutes. And I'm going to say this again. Most people can't even have a 10-minute conversation without a person wanting the other person to get off of the phone. So if you talk to a woman and she can't stomach you for 10 minutes, how you think she going to stomach you for a year? And I'm going to say this again. If you call a woman and you talk to her and she can't stomach you for 10 to 12 minutes, how you going to enter a relationship with her? The problem is, in this generation, is nobody talks. Nobody communicates. Everything is just text and voice notes. When it's all said and done, texting does not count. Voice notes do not count. Now, when it comes to my IT guy, when it's all said and done, we don't have to talk because I know he's trying to take over the world. So at the end of the day, now my IT guy, we don't really talk, but sometimes we do talk. We actually schedule times to talk. But if I reach out to my IT guy, I would do voice notes for him because I know he's busy. I actually know him. I know what he's up to. But when it comes to women, that's not your IT guy. You got to literally call and talk to women. If you call and talk to women, you can move on from at least 99% of bad situations if you actually pick up the phone and talk to her. Most guys in this generation, they don't talk to the women. And that's how women are literally doing these guys up dirty, straight sending them to the slaughter, because these guys do not talk. They text. What is a text message going to do? What is a text message going to do? If somebody says LOL, are they really laughing? Listen, a lot of people in this generation, they cold, bruh. Most people are still trying to do things the traditional way. All the money is online. Nothing is really traditional. When it's all said and done, the traditional way is go to work, pay your bills, go to work, pay your bills, go to work, pay your bills. That is never going to end. That's going to be around forever, forever, ever, forever, ever. But when it's all said and done, the smart people, the intellects, these people are going to create content and they're not going to date. They're going to stay away from dating because the dating game, it just fuels people's egos. I got a date tonight. What does that mean? We going to Red Lobster tonight. What does that mean? She let me hit it. What does that mean? Now she pregnant. What does that mean? Now I'm on child support. What does that mean? When it's all said and done, all of this could have been avoided if you guys actually communicated. Most people cannot hold a conversation past 10 minutes. If you cannot hold a conversation past 10 minutes, I think you need to quit it. A lot of people just don't get the signs because they lusting. So the whole goal of the dating game is you need to lust after a woman, and the more you lust, the more you stay around. When it's all said and done, it doesn't make sense to spend time with a person or invest in a person that can't even hold a 10-minute conversation with you. How could a woman follow your leadership if she wants you to shut up? And I'm gonna say this again. How could a woman really follow your leadership if she wants you to shut up? How could a woman, listen, that's one thing I can say I love about Greensboro, North Carolina. The women in Greensboro, they want to FaceTime you. They want to talk to you. Shout out to the South. They literally want to call their men. Maybe because they're programmed to be there for the men. But one thing I can say about Greensboro, North Carolina, that's the only place a woman will say, FaceTime me. I want to talk to you. When you come to the West, when you come to Phoenix, like I never really talked to women here, but I can imagine most people just, everything is just a microwave generation. Quick voice note, quick text. And in the meantime, they plotting on you. But if you actually picked up the phone and call, you'll realize they plotting on you. Because if you're talking to a person, what's in their heart is going to come out their mouth. So if a woman want to use you, guess what? She going to tell you she want to use you on the phone. When it's all said and done, you got to see women long term. No woman is going to look the same at 30, 40. So 9 out of 10, most of these women that are really in their 20s, they're in survival mode. And they're trying to get as much as they can. And they're trying to make a generational run of using people. When it's all said and done, you could avoid that if you actually pick up the phone, call people. Most people don't call because if you call, you will find out what a person is on. Like the old phrase go, ignorance is bliss. So it's better to be in La La Land texting. It's better to be in La La Land with voice notes. It's better to be in La La Land with Latinos saying, mi amor, mi amor, mi amor. It's better to be in La La Land because you can't hold a conversation in Spanish. And guess what? The way the world is moving, you can't hold a conversation in English. Nobody really wants to talk. And I'm going to say this again. Nobody really wants to talk. Nobody wants to have a conversation. So I feel like, how can you have a relationship if you can't have a conversation? If the money is talking for you, Houston, we got a problem. And that's what a lot of people want to do. They want the money to talk, but that's not the mindset of somebody that thinks long term. You actually want people around you that are genuine, upbeat, positive, optimistic people. People in survival mode are not optimistic, they're not upbeat, and they're the most bitter people in society because they feel, I got to use somebody to get ahead. When it's all said and done, if you got to use somebody to get ahead, you got to stop and think, did you really get ahead? Absolutely not. Because once a person realizes you're using them, at the end of the day, guess what? They're going to expose you for being a cockroach. Who wants to be a cockroach? Who wants to get stepped on? And I'm going to tell you how to avoid all of that. Have conversations with people. Communication is the key, non-verbal or verbal. If you communicate with a person, trust and believe, you're going to get to see what that person is on. Don't fall for the short term and don't fall for the lust. Let it breathe.